freak.
Well, what's up, everybody? I don't know why in the world I'm still playing, Chris.
Oh, there it is.
Oh man, what in the world was you doing, man?
I had it on YouTube, man.
Oh, he had it on YouTube. So yeah, that has a little delay, but hey, that's how it happens sometimes. Chris was enjoying YouTube to make sure everything flowing right. But hey, here we are once again. I'm Harry Bernard Taylor with my man Christopher Burton.
People's podcaster.
Yes, and we about to rock it out with another show. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about APW Saturday night. We just did a show Friday night, and Saturday night we was at another show, and we about to drop it. We was at APW American Pro Wrestling in Boiling Springs, South Carolina. Christopher Burton, man, go ahead and tell me now, Chris usually when he goes up there, Chris sometimes has different duties. Sometimes Chris is commentating. That's his main job out at APW. And sometimes Chris is in there being a ring announcer or something like that, or, interviewing wrestlers. So Chris does a lot of work. But this time, Chris was a fan, and I was doing commentating with our man, Danny Paris. Everything went down pretty smooth, man. So it's great night of wrestling.
Yeah,
It had its flaws. It had its flaws, but the action was very, very good, very exciting. Can't hate on that. So we will talk about that. So stay tuned, man, because you're gonna enjoy. You're gonna enjoy everything that we have to talk about because we have a lot to unpack here. And so, man, great night, Chris. You want to go ahead and start that off?
Yeah, that's our man Luke Fury right there saying, "Yo, what's up, Luke?"
Yeah, what's up, Luke? Luke was in the house.
Yeah, he was there, and then he said it was great doing commentary Saturday. So I seen all y'all up there. I had about 14 people up on stage, but like a rap concert.
Yeah, nah, man. It was the crew, man. It was me, Danny Paris, Luke Fury, and Jay Stunner jumped in there too. So I mean, we had a nice crew up there speaking on APW American Pro Wrestling, and everything went great, man. Everything went great. So hey, man, we're gonna unfold a lot of things, and we're gonna talk about a lot of things.
McQueen, what's up, man? What's going on, McQueen?
Yeah, we about to get into it. So I mean, we went a little early. We didn't announce that we was coming on. So some people are gonna catch this thing on the replay.
Hey, that's why you hit that notification bell if you're on YouTube, because like I said, times like this one, we ain't scheduled. We just show up.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna start trying to put some things in advance so people know exactly what we're doing. So you can be ready for when the Straight Up Wrestling show will premiere. So when it comes on, when we broadcast. So, but right now, man, we're gonna get into these matches, Chris.
First
match, man, we had AJ and Squeaks versus EJ Hardy and Quan. And EJ Hardy and Quan, they wrestle a lot out in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Out at, I'm not sure the name of that promotion. If you have it, Chris, let me know. Or if Luke knows, anybody that's on.
I can't think of the name of the promotion. It ain't. Oh God, I don't want to say the wrong one, man. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm thinking something else.
Let's just say they out of Orangeburg. These two come out of Orangeburg. They wrestle a lot. They're not saying that they're from Orangeburg, but they do wrestle a lot down in Orangeburg. But let's get to the match, man. What did you think about the match, Christopher Burton?
Well, hey, before we get into that, man, I'll tell you something I did not know. Before we get into the actual match, these two guys, man, they're green, they're new, so they still get some time under their belt. And on top of that, they're deaf.
Oh, wow, man. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes. Those dudes are deaf, man. And they put on a hell of a match, man.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I was impressed.
Yeah, I was too, man. I was very impressed. And I was like, wow, man, this is good stuff. But man, they put on a good job.
It wasn't AJ and Squeaks. It was Tyler Storm.
Yeah, it was Tyler and Squeaks.
Yeah, I messed up there. I think Danny had it on the paper. It was originally supposed to be AJ and Squeaks, but Tyler Storm was Tyler Storm was pretty much pushed. He was pretty much forced to team up with Squeaks in this match because that didn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, he didn't he made it well known. He's like, I don't like you, and I sure don't like you. And he's pointing at AJ on that last one, and because we know the history between him and AJ, that's that's well noted.
No doubt about that.
But man, it's gonna be a good match, man. It's gonna be a good match, and man, I can't. Hey,
yeah. Well, man, Tyler had to wrestle this match, and he had to worry about if Squeak's gonna switch on him, or if AJ's gonna attack, or anything like that. So, but during this match, they didn't. So they let it go on. And Tyler was in there. And when Tyler was in there, especially, I mean, I think he started off with Tyler and Quan. And Tyler, Quan was at first was getting a little bit of the best of him, but then Tyler turned it on him, and Tyler was whooping up on Quan. Quan finally got out of the ring, and when he tagged out his partner, EJ comes in, and EJ, man, I mean, he was really taking it to Tyler. I mean, Tyler's fighting back. Tyler got some great kicks. He got some great feet. And man, Tyler getting up. I mean, Tyler had to jump up and get some drop kicks, and got a couple drop kicks. This guy, EJ, man, don't move. I mean, he's pretty bold in that ring, man, pretty stiff. And I mean, and he came at Tyler. He came at Tyler hard, but Tyler held his own. And then he tagged out the Squeaks, man. Squeaks come in and got a hold of this EJ. And EJ was trying to bully Squeaks. Squeaks put him down real quick.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was really trying to bully him, man. And he was like, look, I ain't trying to be, he's like, I ain't gonna be pushed around by you because you bigger than me. I'm gonna push you around. And Squeaks was like, whoa, little man, you still smaller than me.
Oh yes,
we ain't having that.
yeah, man. Squeaks, he started throwing his weight around literally, and then he threw some other weight that was on top of him around. He got rid of this. He got rid of this dude, man. And EJ Hardy, man, he was lucky to get out of that ring, and he tagged out his partner Quan, and the beating continued when Quan came in. Then Squeaks went out. He tagged Tyler Storm, and Tyler come in, man, and started, man, taking that right leg, man, and getting those little low low kicks down to those calves, man. He was lighting them up. So I mean, it looked good for Squeaks and Tyler in there, man. But EJ and Quan, man, they turned it around a little bit on Tyler and started bullying him, the man again. And Tyler, he fought back, was able to make that tag, and like I say, Squeaks come in and started delivering once again in this match. So ended up Tyler and Squeaks got the win. So, man, and after the match was over, we thought it was over.
Yeah, we thought it was over, man. Then the action spilled outside, and AJ and I forget which one of the guys actually got into a little tussle, man. It got a little rough out there, man.
Oh yeah. So I think it was AJ and Quan, and then I think the other one got in there too. Didn't Tyler get jumped too, man, at the end of the match? Him and AJ got into a little squabble.
Yeah, they got into a little squabble, but it really got heated on when they got one of the guys got thrown outside. Quan, I think it was, like you said,
Quan and
got
Hardy,
thrown outside, and him and AJ got into
they had a few things to say before they went on to the back. So I mean, it was a little tough. It was a little touch up there, man. So we have to see what is going to happen between and I don't think Tyler Storm is going to be with this crew. He's not going to be with Chris James. He's not going to be with AJ Styles, and he's not going to be with Squeaks. So
yeah, and they're calling themselves the Originals.
Yeah, they're calling themselves the Originals. Yeah, because we know there's another faction that's not involved with APW anymore. Don't know if we ever going to see them again as this, but these guys are still associated with that team. So, but yeah, they calling themselves again what the originals. The Originals. So the Originals and EJ Hardy and Quan, man, this thing right here can spill out of APW all the way down to Orangeburg. At that,
who knows? Who knows,
Yeah,
man?
so this thing can spill out because there was some words at the end and there was some outside action. So, man, I gave that 2.5, man, as far as the match go. I
Yeah,
gave it 2.5.
yeah, it
For
was
you
about a
out there as a
2.5,
fan.
man.
So,
It was a
yeah,
2.5, but I was
2.5.
still watching it, and observing and everything, and it was like, yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, but like I said, man, those kids are still new. They're still green, still learning. But they did put on a decent showing for themselves. I will give them that. And Tyler
Yeah.
and Sweeps, they've been around for a while.
Oh, yeah.
We know what they can do. So, but yeah,
Definitely.
about 2.5 overall for the whole thing, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was pretty awesome. Man, next we had we had a very good match, man. We had Chris Thunder Anderson versus Big Nasty.
That's your
So,
man now. That's your man.
yeah. Which one, Mr. Anderson?
Yes, sir. Oh, now you calling him Mr. Anderson, huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chris Thunder Anderson. There, okay, that's my man, Chris. All right. So, yeah, man, Chris Thunder Anderson versus Big Nasty. Good match. A lot better. Lot better than what I thought it was going to turn out to be. These two big trucks, man. Two big trucks
Whew.
collide.
Yeah, them some big boys, man. That's a lot of meat moving in that ring, man. And Big Nasty, he gonna lay the lumber to you, and Chris gonna lay the lumber to you. And
Yes.
whew, man. I'm just
Hey,
glad
man,
I
I didn't
wasn't on the
expect.
receiving end of none of it.
I know that's right. Me either. But I tell you what, I didn't expect anything scientific here. I didn't expect any technical ability shown from either one of these guys, except for like I'm saying, Chris Thunder Anderson. He can throw in some scientific moves, some technical moves. I mean, when he definitely started working on your knee, your leg, your arm. Stomp on your arm. Those things that he do are things, man, that strategically breaks down a man.
Yeah.
And I mean,
if you can't stand, you can't fight. If you only got one arm, you really can't hardly do nothing. I mean, shoot. Have you ever seen a one-arm, one-legged man want to fight? I haven't.
I know that's right. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, Chris Thunder Anderson, he did display a lot of those moves, man. Yeah, kicking in the knee, kicking in the leg, getting them down, working on the leg, working on the elbows, working on the biceps. I mean, that's his MO. That's what he does.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I tell you what, Big Nasty had a pretty good defense Saturday night, and his defense was able to supplant him to where he can deliver some offense, man, and he delivered some shots to Chris Thunder Anderson. So, I mean, pretty much his offense was basically kick to the midsection, forearm shots to the chest, punches to the face, man. That's what Big Nasty was delivering to Chris Thunder Anderson, and both of these guys could give as well as they take. And it was a great match, man. It was a good match.
Man, it was a good match, man. And Chris, he really broke down Big Nasty, man. And it got to the point where when Chris got the upper hand, he was beating on Big Nasty. I didn't know if Big Nasty was gonna make it out, in one piece, man, because he was just getting beat down so bad, man.
Yeah, and plus Chris got a hold of that chain that Big Nasty brings in.
Yes,
got to use that a couple times. So, I mean, man, I'm like, Chris is gonna open Big Nasty up. So Chris,
hey, I thought so too, man.
Yeah, I mean, especially a man that size and a man that vicious getting a hold of a chain, man,
that's bad business for somebody.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. But Big Nasty ended up getting a win here, Chris.
Yeah, he did, man. Got the win by what your favorite move? Fruit roll up.
Fruit roll up, yeah. And man, that's one thing I wanted to. I was about to ban, but they already had took off. The Andersons had took off, so that's one thing I was gonna mess with my man Chris Thunder Anderson a little bit about, but not really, man. I mean, he has an excuse for that. I mean, the fruit roll up, man. So he has an excuse for that. But hey, yeah, he did. He got taken out by a fruit roll up. So congratulations to Big Nasty.
Yeah,
I gave the match 3 stars, man. What about you, Chris?
I give it definitely a 3-star rating, definitely, man. Yeah, that was about
all right, man. So yeah, and if you on Facebook, you know what to do. Hit that like, share, join, man. Send us out to everybody that you know, especially if they like wrestling.
Yes.
And if you're on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when we coming on. And like we said before, Chris and I, man, we just did this thing random. You know, he had some things going on. I had some things going on, man. I'm working on my car and all that. So, man, look like I'm about to go buy a starter now. I've been changing fuses and all that. So who knows, man, what's going to happen. But we're on and we're going to knock this show out. And we probably a little bit later, we're going to have to do what we just having this weekend. Elimination Chamber. I know we need to get to that. We both been watching. We're going to have to get to that. We're going to have to get to that later because we got Raw coming tonight. So we're going to do those two things together. So look forward to that.
Got a lot going on, man. A lot going on.
Yes. But Chris, go ahead and answer some of our Facebook users, man. Been talking here.
That's Luke, man. He said he loved doing commentary with you, man.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Luke. We appreciate that, man. We appreciate that. Sorry I got off before you guys said anything. Oh, who's that?
That's Luke. That's Luke again.
Okay, that's Luke again. All right, man. Cool.
Yeah, man.
All right, my man, Luke. Yeah, love doing commentary with you too, brother. All right, man. Next, man, we had the Sheik segment with his crew and Jet Mars. So Jet Mars come out. Why Sheik and all his boys out, Sheik and his man Riker out there talking with that lady. I can't remember the lady's name, but I know Sheik, and then you had Riker.
Yep, Riker. Yep.
I'm not sure her name, man. I don't even know if I got her name, but we can go back and we can look. We can, man, shut up. People ain't
taking pictures, man.
Call me, man. Man, I ain't put it on do not disturb or whatever. But yeah, I don't know her name. So if anybody knows her name, definitely put it in the comments so we can talk about her too. But she was walking around with a mallet, man.
Yeah, it wasn't no little nothing neither, man. That thing was like it was ready to case somebody's head in, man.
No ends, ands, or buts about it. But you know, Jet out in the ring, man, talking with all three of those, I didn't trust them one bit.
Heck no, man. Harry, that mallet, the head of that mallet was about that big, man.
Yes.
about that wide.
Yeah. I was like, that little girl she held it pretty good.
Yeah, like I mean, that little girl kind of strong, boy.
Yeah, she's used to carrying that mallet. So she probably carried it around a few times and she probably could swing it pretty well.
What do you think? That thing had to weigh about, what, 40 to 50 pounds at least. What do you think?
No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. And then she had two different ones because she came out with two different ones. One of them was like yellow tape around it.
Yeah.
The other one had red tape around it. So this girl was pretty, her hair was kind of like reddish yellow too, man. Some crazy stuff. But this segment was pretty good, man. It all rolled out. Everything they said in the segment.
It made sense.
There's no doubt about it. But I do think it was a little too long. That's one thing, you know, we have to get to the point where we can try to cut it down, man. But they actually got out everything that they needed to say, and it actually rolled around. It rolled it went on really well, man. And I think with the action that we had going in, that they had going in the ring and all that,
I mean, like really you said, it went a little long, but it made sense, you know.
It made sense, and that's what
if they could have condensed it, shortened it down, you know, and still got the point across, it would have been even better because that would give you more time for more action.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and the people that basically had something to say about that was people that's already in the industry. You know, me, you, Danny, and you know, a couple
and some others that were there.
There were some others that was there that's in the wrestling profession. So that's where you got a little bit more talking. You know, that's what the fans wasn't saying that because the fans was thoroughly entertained.
Yeah, they were in the action, man. They was in the ask.
Yeah, and I do think it, like I say, when it goes just a little too long, it drains the fans a little. So it could have been condensed down just a little, just shortened just a little. But it actually, everything went out, like I say, it went well, man. So I had no problem with anything that the pro wrestlers was out there talking about, man, because they pretty much.
But the funny thing was, man, the funny thing is, I'm going to say this and we're going to get off that because, like I said, it was a long segment. But as we know, Jet Morris is the APW heavyweight champion. He's the American Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion. He's the guy. He is the man.
Yes.
And you still got Chief Jay Eagle, who he beat. Still a little salty. still a little upset, feeling some
Yeah.
kind of way. He's
Yeah.
like,
Still
man,
petty.
he's like, I want my baby back. Boy, he's like, I feel naked out here. I can have all my clothes and everything, but I'm naked. I need my belt.
Oh, yes.
And he's like, Jet, you got my belt. But he was like, right now, we got this Arab over here talking all
Yeah.
this junk and all this mess, and he wants your title. Well, you know what? For the time being, I'll put my difference aside with you, and we can take him out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And like I said, but put a pin in that though. Put a pin in that because it all circles back, and we'll get back to that. So put a pin in that, ladies and gentlemen. Put a pin in.
Most definitely. Most definitely. So, man, but yeah, next, man, we had John Matthews versus Nick Fury.
Oh, man.
Very good match. Very rough night for our man John Matthews, who loves to come out to the ring. And John Matthews, he runs around. He does, man, he must have been a cross country runner or something like that. But no, I say a 800, the 800, man. He had to do the 800 because the 800 is two laps around the track. And those guys, when they run the 800, man, they burn it. And that's one thing about John Matthews. When he comes to the ring, and usually, like I said, he is a partner with Kid Cutter.
Yep.
And, man,
Perfect Vision, tag team. Yep. Perfect Vision.
Yeah, Perfect Vision. He's one half of that, So, man, when John Matthews come out there, he's gonna burn that track, man. He's gonna run around a good while before he gets into that match. So, what's going on, Sunil?
Sunil. Oh, he said he's headed to Columbia tonight for Raw. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, Raw in Columbia, man. What we supposed to be going out there, Chris? No, not Raw. We going to AEW.
AEW. Yeah, AEW. Yes. AEW.
All right.
Yeah. And so he's listening to us on YouTube. And he also wants to know, do you truly believe that Austin is having one more match at WrestleMania this year? Man. I was listening to Cornette about this, and I think it just might happen.
It might. But, man, I tell you what, I hope Austin. I would love to see it. But, I mean, they was talking about Steve Austin and comparing him to what how Sting is looking and all that. And they say Sting has stayed in ring shape, and Sting, he's looking good. He stayed in shape. And Austin, and a lot of people talking about, like, when the last time they saw Austin, that his body didn't look too good. He wasn't in great shape or anything like that. But, man, I've looked at him. I've watched him on some Broken Skull sessions and things and some other things, commercials and all that. When it boils down to it, man, he can get.
He's in decent shape. He's in decent shape.
Now, we have a couple months away from WrestleMania. Yeah. Man, if he goes, he work out for about 6 weeks. Work out really hard. Steve Austin, he knows how
getting
to
that ring,
do it.
And getting the ring, but now, granted, he ain't gonna be the Steve Austin that we all remember, know, and love.
Of course not.
He ain't gonna be that version of that guy. But hopefully, because like I said, I listened to it on your man Cornette. I listened to him. He was saying that supposedly or allegedly or whatever, that he's supposed to be in a match with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania and the whole deal or whatever. And hopefully that Kevin Owens will make him look good and protect him,
right?
And won't do no crazy stuff to him, but he won't mind doing it to himself just to make Austin look good. But you know, Austin with the neck and everything and got some age on him and has been out of the ring for a while, except for when he does appearances and talking. We don't know what kind of shape he's really going to be in. Even if he does take this thing seriously and really pump himself up to get back in shape, ring shape, as close as he could possibly be, we don't know how he's going to look. But if he does go in there with Kevin Owens, I know Kevin's definitely already knows the deal. He's going to take care of Austin and make sure that Austin looks like money. And, because he understands. So
Steve Austin, man.
Now, I don't know if it's going to happen, but it might. I don't know for sure.
With all the money he has, man, all the money that Steve Austin has, and all the play that he has in Hollywood, and all the people that he knows, he needs to get someone with somebody like Sylvester Stallone, somebody who really know how to train fast and train hard to where you can really put on great muscle tone and all that. And you have other people out there, man, that he knows. And he knows some good nutritionists, knows some good trainers. It can be done. It can be done to where he can come in, where he can look super good on that night of WrestleMania. And I'm pretty sure he has that in plans, man. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know he likes to drink, and he likes to drink, and he likes to hang out and do things. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think Steve Austin is going to come in there and embarrass himself. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't think he's if he can't come in there. If he can't come in there almost at his best, he's
or
not
even a fraction close to what he used to be.
That's right. Yeah, he won't do it. So
now, he says Austin can do all his spots without having a match. Hopefully, they just make him a host and he stun some folks and drink some beer. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah,
man?
that might be what he might be. Yeah, that might he might do that. So. Man, either way it go, I think everybody, as far as in WWE land, and you're gonna have some AEW fans that's gonna tune in for WrestleMania too. They know it. So anybody that's tuning in, anybody that's a wrestling fan, and if Steve Austin come back, you're gonna get some casual fans that's gonna go and watch it just because Steve Austin is coming back.
Oh yeah.
So if they can bring, if Austin comes back. I mean, it's going to be a treat to the fans either way it go. Even if he just comes in and just say, heck yeah, whatever, or, because, Steve Austin said so, and that's the bottom line. Even if he just comes in and say that kind of thing, people are going to really be into it, and they will tune in to see him. So, I mean, hey, man, I look forward to it either way it go. But, yeah, I would love to just see him come out and have an appearance and be there, man, and be involved in it some kind of way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look forward to that. But let's get on back to this. Let's see. We talking about John Matthews and Nick Fury, man.
Yeah, John.
Hard-hitting match.
Man,
match. And Nick Fury went off.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the way Nick was trained, man. Nick gonna lay him in on you, but he gonna let you know he there. He ain't gonna be just Nick gonna Nick gonna lay him on you, man. So you gonna be like, oh my God, I really feel this stuff. And and sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I was feeling bad for John Matthews. I was like,
but John Matthews, man, he fought back, man.
Yeah,
John Matthews. Think about John Matthews. You need to keep John Matthews on the ground. You keep him on the ground, you got it. But when he goes to the air, John Matthews is gonna make you feel it, man. Those drop kicks, and man, it's just those
flying cross bodies and
man, his cross bodies and all that, man. His flying forearms, he's gonna make you feel it. So he came back, man. He battled Nick Fury. He battled him, but man, Nick Fury was on another level. I mean, Nick has lost some weight.
Nick's been training, man. Nick's been training, man. He's slimmed down. He's getting some muscle tone on him, man. He looked, hey, man, he looked good, man.
He's 40 years old, man. He's 40 years old. And, I mean, he's looking good. I mean, he's been in the business a while. But, yeah, he's 40. He definitely don't look 40. I mean, and Luke went ahead and told us he's 40. He just turned 40. Danny was asking about that. But, yeah, he's 40. Danny was thinking he's around 38, 39. And, Danny done known Luke. I mean, he's known Luke since Luke was a baby. He's known Nick, man, for like 20 some odd years. So, but, man, Nick Fury, Nick was pretty nasty. He was pretty nasty on this night. And, man, I really used to love
because Nick was laying him in, man. Nick was laying him in. He was stretching him. He was, man, he was working Matthews. I'm like, boy, Matthews going to be hurting for the next couple of days, man. He going to be a little slow.
Yeah, Nick got the win, man. I gave it 4 stars. What about you?
Yeah, I gave that a 4-star match too, because every time, and I'm not taking nothing from John, not taking nothing away from John Matthews at all. He is a fighter. He's got a heart as big as Texas. He has no quit in him.
Yeah, no doubt.
He literally, every time you would think Nick would get the pin, he would kick out, and it was frustrating to Nick. Nick was like, okay, I'm going to have to punish this boy some more. And he would beat on him and pound on him and stretch him, go for the pin. And he kept kicking out, man. Matthews has no quit until it finally came off. Nick hit that frog splash and took that last bit of fight out of Matthews, and that was it. And like you said, Nick got the win.
Doubt, man. Yeah, that frog splash was incredible, man. I mean, I'm just like, at 40 years old, man, as many years as he's been doing it, he still do it. He does it at a top level too.
Yeah.
At a top level. So, man, great match, man. And I mean, John Matthews, I mean, this guy usually collecting a lot of wins. A
Yeah.
lot of wins. But, hey, it happens.
You
John
win
Matthews
some, you
understands
lose
this.
some.
Yeah, and this young man got a great future in his business, man. Just continue doing on what he could. Just continue doing what you're doing, John. Or if anybody, man, if John doesn't hear this, or anybody that know him, whatever, share it with him. Because, man, John Matthews, he's something special. So, man, next, man, we had Ace Harris and Dewey Bad Butter, the former Dewey Good Butter, versus Jay Stunner and Dusty Money. So, man, Ace Harris and Dewey Bad Butter come out there. Ace, man, Ace a little short in stature. Ace talking all kind of noise.
Yeah, he was,
does,
man. Man, I mean, man, we had folk out there wanting to jump in the ring and beat them boys down. They were talking so much trash.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I seen a woman, boy. I seen a woman got doggone reaching a purse, boy, and about to pull out a brick and throw in there. I was like, no. I don't know, somebody's grandma. I was like, no, lady, no, don't do it. They gotta have a match. And she was like, I'm tired of them talking. Yeah. I had to hold her down, man.
Oh, yeah. But
they had to try to fire it up, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did, man. But, yeah, Jay Stunner and Dusty Money, they just had these guys as far as height, that the stature that they had the height over Ace and Dewey Bad Butter. And, I mean, Ace is probably, he's a short guy, man. He's like 5'6", 5'7", or whatever. But, I mean, he's probably around 215, though. I mean, he's
a solid guy. He's a solid guy, yeah.
Yeah. Remind me of Bill Dundee. Remind me of somebody like Bill Dundee. I mean, Adrian Street, he's that type of size-wise, But, I mean, Ace, man, got in there. Ace started the match off, and I think he started off against Dusty Money. No, he started off against Jay Stunner.
Yes,
Ace. Yeah, Ace pretty much was landing. He was landing to him at first.
Yeah, he was.
At first. Ace was looking good. But then Jay took over. Tagged Dusty Money. Dusty Money was taking care of Ace. Ace barely made it out there, man. Tagged Bad Butter. Dewey Bad Butter come in like a fire hawk. Yeah. They got a hold of Bad Butter. Start taking care of him. Fireman carries. Slams. Elbow smashes. Dusty Money and Jay Stunner was doing a number on those two, man.
yeah, they was, man. They were working them boys over real good, man.
Yeah.
And
Ace like, and Dewey still talking mess. Still talking mess, man. Still talking noise. Battling back, though.
Yeah, they were battling back and ended up taking the loss, and they go out the ring still talking trash. I'm like, man, come on now.
Yeah. But yeah, it was very fast and hard hitting, Chris. It was a very fast and hard hitting match, man. I gave it 2.5. What about you?
I gave it a 2. I gave it a 2.
Yeah, you gave it 2. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and keep it at 2.5, man. Because I mean, when I think about, I'm gonna add. Let's add that 0.5, man. Because I mean, you added at 2. But let's add 0.5 because these jokers went outside and they just kept running their mouth, and it made sense, man. It made sense. They just the kind of things that they displaying to the crowd, even though they got they got the tails wiped out. They still displaying to the crowd that they got confidence, and hey, they just say, hey, we still did something special, even though we got beat up. They got beat up. I would say about 70 to 80% of the match, these guys got beat down in that match. But when they did get in their offense, man, they were impressive. I will say that. They were impressive. And Bad Butter, man, him and Ace, I mean, they tried. They gave it their all, man. So, yeah, I'll give it. Let's go ahead and give it 2.5 from Straight Up Wrestling Show. So, next, man, we had Sheik Akbar Bashir versus Jet Mars for the APW heavyweight title. And this is the pre-main event. So, man, this right here was a good match. Very good match.
Yeah, it was a good match, man. And Sheik, man, came out there and came out with some new boots on, boy. Some new boots. Had some shiny new boots on. I'm like, man.
Yeah, I didn't trust
him. I'm like, that oil money must be nice.
Yeah, and he heard what I said too, man. I was like, Danny, I said, I don't trust what this Sheik got in. He might have something in those boots, man. I mean, you look at those boots, and I'm like, look at it, man. Why is that toe all curled up like that? I mean, why? Hey.
Good point.
Yeah, we've seen things be stuffed in those kind of those kind of boots before, man.
Yeah.
Sheik Adnan, El Casey, man, Abdullah the Butcher. Who else ran it? The Iron
Iron
Sheik,
Sheik.
man. People, yeah, Thunderfoot never wore anything like that, man. But Thunderfoot definitely was getting something in his boot, man. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So, man, I'm like, this Sheik, man, you can't trust him. You can't trust him at all. What in the world is he putting in there? But, man, yeah, let's go ahead and roll with the match, man. But yeah, Jet Mars and him, great battle, great statistical battle, and Jet, he had to worry about, Sheik, he had his man Riker out there, and he had that lady out, and she had her black and red, black and red mallet out there.
She that thing was bigger than the first one she had, boy.
Yeah. Then she used that too.
Yeah, she did, man. I was like, golly. I'm like, man, they trying to take my man Jet out of here.
Yeah, but I mean, man, Jet did his thing. Man, Jet is just, man, super athlete. But man, Akbar experience. Akbar, man, he got in a lot of shots, man. He definitely was able to, he's definitely able to turn Jet, man, and do some things, a lot of sides, some side suplex. He did a good side suplex, not fully, but I mean, at the end of the day, man, Jet Mars is still APW heavyweight champion. He got the win. So I gave that match 3.5.
He kept the strap. That's all that matters. He kept the strap.
Yeah,
man.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I gave it 3.5. What about you?
Oh yeah, I definitely gave it. I gave it a 4 actually. I give it a 4 actually.
Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and bump that up to a 4, man. We're gonna bump that up to a 4 because last time, like I said, I bumped it up 2.5 after you had 2, but we're gonna go ahead and go with you. So 4 stars for that match from the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Then next, man, we had the heavyweight title on the line. Chris James against Brian Bullock.
No, it was a street fight. That was a street fight.
Street fight, man, incredible.
And you missed a match.
Which
Chief J Eagle versus Riker.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chief J Eagle. I think right before. I think that's right before the Sheik match.
Yeah, that was right before Jet Morris's match. Yeah.
Yeah, because let's go to Riker versus Chief J Eagle. Yeah, I missed that. And actually didn't even write anything down. Yeah, no, I got that, man. That was supposed to be before the Ace Harris and Dewey Bad Butter match. It was Chief J Eagle versus Riker.
Yeah.
So, man, that right there, I mean, Chief J Eagle, man, he still got it.
Yeah, he still got it, man.
I mean, man, he was putting it on Riker. So
yeah, Riker was like, man, hey, I'm taking the old man out, but the old man was like, no, you ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, he called him old timer early. Yeah, he told him, say, you gonna get what you're gonna get, old timer. He said that earlier in the night. Called him old timer. But hey, this old timer was showing Riker, he was giving up Riker the business, man. I gave that match 2.5. What about you?
Yeah, I gave it a 2. I gave it a 2.
Yeah, did Eagle get the win on that one?
Yeah, Eagle got the win on that one, yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and give that a 2.5, man. Let's go ahead and Straight Up Wrestling Show 2.5, and then we'll go ahead and jump it up to your 4-star on the Sheik Akbar Bashir match. Now I'm gonna go back to the Eagle match. I'm gonna give that 2 stars, man. When I think about it, 2 stars on that match. But it served its purpose.
Yeah,
and the fans liked it. So, but at the end of the Jet Mars and Sheik match, Eagle come out.
This is where I was telling you to put that pin in it.
The turnaround, the switch. The bait and switch.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. The old bait and switch. Because Eagle's like, I got your back against these boys, man. I ain't gonna do nothing dirty. And Eagle came out there, was like, hey, you okay, buddy? You all right? You good?
Yeah.
Boom! Hit him with a clothesline. I was like, that dirty old dog, man.
And start wearing him out on the mat, man. Just
stomping it. I was like, God. I'm like, you can't trust that dirty old Indian, boy.
Exactly. I'm like, this is petty. I was like, this is petty. I said that Indian probably got some doggone whiskey in the back. I mean, you can't trust him. You can't trust him, man. So
no, you can't trust him.
Yeah.
He probably up there drinking it, watching it. He probably drink some whiskey in the back, looking at the match on the monitor, getting mad, but like, I want my title. I can't take it no more. And then just beat the brakes off Jet, man.
Yep, no doubt. But yeah, the next match, like we said, it was the next match, man.
But not yet. But then the commissioner came out. The commissioner came out there.
Oh, yeah.
And the commissioner was like, you know what? He was like, Eagle, since you want this match so bad, Jet, you want this match so bad. Next week, unsanctioned. APW ain't got nothing to do with this. Whatever happened to you is on you. Whatever happened to you is on you. We ain't got nothing to do with it, and y'all can just scrap, kill each other, shoot each other. We don't care. We ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all can have it out next week.
So,
that's
definitely get out there next week, man. If you don't have nothing to do, you don't have no other events to go to, come out next Saturday, man. Especially if you're in Spartanburg, South Carolina, man, Bowling Springs area. Come out and see that match, man, because these two are gonna go at it. And like we said, the whole card so far has been great. Then we had Chris James versus Brian Bullet, man, in the street fight. And all I'm gonna have to say, it was a street fight. It was hectic, man, all over that arena. These guys battled it out, man. They went from the doggone middle of the ring all the way back to the doggone bathroom.
Fighting in the bathroom.
Concession stands. I mean, just all over the place, man.
It was chaos, man. I was like, man, and Chris James all busted open and bloody, and I'm like, good Lord.
Yes.
It was rough, man.
Yeah, I gave it 4 stars, man. Chris James got the win, didn't he? No, just DQ.
Yeah, DQ. Brian Bullet won by DQ.
Bullet won by DQ. Yeah, because the other members of
the originals,
the originals got involved. So yeah, I give it 4 stars. What about you?
I give it 4 stars, man. But something's got to be done about that, man. Those two, like I said, they were best friends, tag team partners, tag team champions. Now they can't stand each other, man. So something's got to come to head between them two. I don't know what, I don't know when, I don't know how well, but something's gonna have to happen with them two where it just ended all, man.
Oh, no, there's no doubt about it. So we definitely look forward to that. And man, I wish we could go on, but Chris got somewhere he's got to be. And man, this is pretty much it. The Straight Up Wrestling Show once again. Coming to you straight up. Like,
what would you give the show overall before we get out of here? What would you give the show overall?
Yeah, the show overall, man, I say, man, I'd say 3.5, 4. Anyway,
yeah, I 3.5, yeah.
3.5, man. It was a great show. I mean, man, there's nothing else can be said. Can't deny, man. It was 1%. Man, 3.5. It was a very, very good show. Close to a 4, man. Close to 4 stars. It was. All I can say is whoever put the show together, and I know it's Chief J Eagle, the promoter, and whoever booked this show, man, did a great job. Yes. So congratulations there. Continue to do that. So until next time, I'm Harry Bernard Taylor with my man Christopher Burton.
People's Podcast.
We out of here. Peace.
Stay stirred up.